Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be some stump work, a stump work project that I'm doing for Stitch Mania. Now, those of you who know me or watch the channel know that I'm working on the brain. I've done some beadwork on the gray side with just some brushed silver beads. They are check. These leaves here are my Stumpwork leaves. Did a buttonhole stitch around the metal after couching it, and then I just filled in the leaf portions with like a fishbone stitch. But I'm not quite done. I think I want to add some beads. So I've just come up where I want to be, like that. Stuck a bead on my needle. I'm using a bohin, I think they're called, applique needle, but they work really well as beading needles too. And you can actually get one ply of floss through the eye of these needles. So that's something worth knowing. And there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I'm just gonna take my bead, bring it down. I always hold my thread in my non-dominant hand with my thumb and just figure out how long the bead is. Again, these are Chinese, so they're all different sizes, and it's hard to kind of assume the size, so you should bring it down to the surface. There we go. Very cute. Okay, so we have our beaded petals. Aren't those so simple? So simple, but fun. So, thread snips and some scissors. Unfortunately, I don't have a huge amount of scissors. You'd think I would, but I don't. So what I'm gonna do to make life easier is I'm gonna just cut. Gotta keep blowing on it so that you don't confuse your cut pieces with your fibers that are still attached, because you're really just cutting fuzz at this point. Alright, I have finished cutting all of my leaves. So here they are. I'm just gonna take some tacky glue. See the difference from this side to this side? This side has not been glued yet, and this one has. So you can see there's a difference. It's a closer, like the stitches are closer to, filling the entire edge up. So I'm just literally just using the little tiniest bit of this glue. Why Nymo? Because it is going to take some abuse. And I don't want to use my cotton for that, because there's no point. Is there, Sophia? No, there's not. Alright, so as you can see, I did some kind of border kind of stitches. I just free-handed, so I did this kind of knotted blanket stitch almost. I forget what they called it, and these are just, obviously they're half of the buttonhole wheel to make a scallop. I'm not quite done with all of that, but I wanted to carry on after my camera died, so that's why that's there now suddenly. And I think, because this is even weave, yes, I don't need this extra milliner's needle. You often need a milliner's needle to get your stump work all the way through the fabric, but in this case I don't. It's really exciting. So I'm just going to kind of grab a couple of my cross stitches just to kind of hang this, hang up this knot. Oop, there we go. And I think I'll just begin lashing this down. So that's basically all you're doing is like a whip stitch basically. Because this is full coverage, the brain, it's like I've made a second piece of fabric back here to grab. So there's where the leaf is going to be. Also, I should mention at this point I am basically tethering the copper ends almost to each other, just so that I'm not going through this, because it's all close together. I don't want to have this weird change in tension or anything on the cross stitches on the front, so I'm trying to kind of get the copper on top of itself, you know. Alright, so that was some stump work for cross stitchers. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of the finishing of this project, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you will see more fun stuff to do with this cross stitch to fully finish it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye! This is an odd combination. Gluing stump work and playing fetch with a cat. It is certainly odd. It's pretty odd, Sophia. Yes, it is. Sophia. She's quite the character. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. You've got lots of character. The only kitty I've ever met who wants to play fetch like a dog.